Before I started this video, I just realized I wore this shirt in the last video I uploaded, but it's been like months. So, excuse me. Alright, so as I record this video, it's Sunday, September 1st, which means we're in a new month, which also means it's another time to discover different things that I should have been doing or should have been considering earlier, I feel. Well, I ain't gonna say considering earlier. Look, this is gonna bother me. There's too much space. Nah, it's not enough. Okay, hold it. Nah, it's wonky. And okay. I know there's a part like right here, dude. Because I don't do. Why don't I just put it back? Yeah, that makes sense. Now this. Hold up. There's no part to tighten that area. So wait, hold up. It's already tight. Can't use. I'm not trying to use Bixby. Oh Lord, that means it's probably gonna cut off in a minute. This is the most professional. You can tell I've been gone for like ever. Okay. Hold up. Man, I guess I have to do. Anyway, I basically just been doing a lot of thinking. I never remember what the last thing I talked about in my videos. But it's funny because one of my coworkers, he found out I had a YouTube, so he was watching videos. Well, I don't know how many videos he actually watched, but you know, since I work with people and all I've been talking about is people from work, he was basically asking about the videos and stuff, and I told him I made videos. I made a lot of videos during the time two people we knew was here. He's talking about, let me guess, he's talking about, man, I'm tired of these bees using me. And I was like, you laughing, but you don't know how on point you are. I was like, that's sad. That's pretty much half of my content for the last videos that I posted is something dealing with people. And part of the topic I'm gonna be talking about today is dealing with people. But hey, you live and you learn. My biggest focus in life has always been people. So it's only natural that most of my problems and also most of my memories come from dealing with people. I think the last time, what happened I don't even remember. But basically, I've been realizing that, well, it's never a realization. I always know, but I don't ever do anything about it till it gets to the point that I have to sit back and really look at my situation. It's like, hey, you don't think that there's anything that you need to be working on, that you need to change for yourself, because whatever you're doing right now is not working out, or whatever you're not doing is not benefiting you. And one, I've been looking for friends, and I'm not gonna say all the wrong places, but basically when you work with people, I've only had 2 jobs. I've always been the type of person that like tries to build connections with people, and I've realized over time that I've been putting in a lot of effort with people. And the biggest problem with work friends is that not everybody you work with is your friend. They're temporary. Because one of 4 of the people that I've worked with so far that I thought we would be good friends, we don't even communicate. 2 of them, I've seen 2 of them recently, and it was just so weird because I felt like Nothing. Like one of them was gone because she was in the Air Force, and the other one just left, and I haven't heard or seen anything from her. And a lot of times when I see people, I get this feeling of, dang, I miss the good memories that we had. And it's like even the friend that went to the Air Force, we didn't end off bad. I just kind of knew we weren't really that close. Like I got that realization before she even left. So it didn't really affect me none. I was like, if we hang out, we hang out. If we don't, oh well. It's like what I expect. So when she came back, and it was like, oh, hey, I didn't feel anything like I thought I would. And then when I saw the other one, because she came back again, I'm like, I don't feel anything with you either. It's like nothing. It was weird, but that's growth in my opinion. And the other one, I've already made a video about her. It's just that in itself was a lot going on. Like the other two, it was problems with those friendships, but that one was like really, really difficult to deal with because I had to think about myself a lot and what I was willing to put up with and how I really viewed myself. Because it's like if you're gonna allow yourself to be put in different types of situations because of somebody else, that shows how little you care for yourself. And I care about myself so little back then that it was frustrating to me to come to that realization. It's like, hey, maybe caring about other people that obviously don't care about you as much or don't hold you to a higher standard that you don't even hold yourself to, is like maybe that's not working out for you. Because all of the friendships that I do have, yes, they're at work, but we get along outside of work too. It's like all the friendships I have here is like I didn't have to force anything. It was natural. We built it up over time. Cause like one of my friends, two of them went to college, and so naturally they weren't gonna be working there anymore. Honestly, I didn't know what to think. I was going through different feelings about. Oh crap! I just realized the laptop I use to edit my videos is broke. So, but we got another laptop, so I can just use that. But anyway, I was going through a different period of trying to figure out a lot of different things. The situation with the third friend, like it was attached to another one. It's just like there was a lot going on, so I just wanted to distance myself from the situation, especially since this particular friend, she started hating being at work. She didn't even finish her last 2 weeks, and I was just like, the way I looked at it, I always look out for people. I feel like if I consider you a friend and I'm looking out for you, like I put you, I'm not gonna say I put you above me, but I always try to look out for you and make sure you're straight at the job because I know you do the same for me. And then these people that left, during there, every last one of them effed me over some way. She didn't. She just left prematurely, and it sucked for the rest of us. But hey, them's the breaks. Me and her, we still talk, and it's not a lot. She's in college. She has stuff she got to do, but we still talk more than I thought, and we're still good friends. I'm just not really. I'm not trying to be attached to anybody because there's no benefit. Like I still have friends, but I keep my distance because naturally that's what we all do. We all have different things going on. We just keep our distance, but we talk when we can. We joke around and stuff like that. It's no shame. It's just I don't feel any like the feelings that I used to have that made me think, oh, we have to talk every day, or I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't feel them anymore. It's like it is what it is, and that's how it should be. This last friend, though, I already knew because we had a talk before she left. She really effed us over. She was supposed to work 2 weeks, and she worked 3 days out of those 2 weeks because of many different things. And I knew the first week when my manager told me she wasn't going to be. Speaking of, I'm manager now. I don't know if I talked about that in my last video. I don't think I was. I don't think I did. I don't know. I'm a manager now. Yay. But you know, the problem was I think she did only work like 2 of her days actually, because one of the days she called out. And then when we talked about it, she told me she called out because of another person that sucks. We're gonna get to her. But she told me she called out because of that. And I'm like, I needed you. And that was my biggest thing. Like every time I needed her to do something for me, she never really came through. So I was telling her that because I was mad. I was frustrated. I was like, the last one of the times I was gonna get to work with you, and I'm probably never gonna see you again, you call out, and I needed you that day. And it's like I don't really expect much out of you. And what made me mad is we had this conversation because she called out before when I really needed her, and I told her, I was like, look, I understand that you might not care about this job anymore because you're gonna leave. But you have to understand that I'm gonna be here dealing with the consequences of you not caring. That was my frustration with my other friend. She just kind of disregarded it. And it's like I can understand you might not care about everybody at the job. There's a lot of people that don't care about you. They're self-serving. We've had this discussion. Me and her on the same level. She's a Capricorn. I'm a Sagittarius. We have a lot of compatibility. We're always there mentally. So it's like we understand how it feels. And I told her, I was like, look, I just need you to help me out while you're here. I understand you don't care, but I'm still going to be here. And she said, okay, cool. And then she does the same thing. And it's like, what is the point of me having this conversation with you? I thought we were here. Last time I talked to you, we were here. What happened? Then the last day we talked, we didn't really talk until like her last hour she was there. And I was just like, because she asked me how I was doing. And I was like, I don't know. Because I'm trying to figure out if I even need to talk to you right now. Because honestly, I was going through it in my head the past couple days before it was her last day. And I was just like, I don't really feel like there's anything I need to say to you. Because I've talked enough. And you've shown me that you don't really care about me as a business partner. And it's like, why? Because my biggest thing is if we're going to be friends, I have to like you in other capacities. Like, if I can hang out with you and all that, that's cool. That's all the relationship is. But if we're working together, I need to like you as a worker. And I didn't really like her as a worker. She did good when she was there, but there was a lot of... I was like, you can't say you're good when things are good. It's when things get bad is when I have to... When that really shows whether or not I can depend on you, and I couldn't. So I told her that. I was like, look, we suck as business partners. It's like you abandoned me a lot of times when I really needed you. And it's like there was really nothing. I was like, we don't need to work together anymore. And I'm glad that we have this space. And I was like, the thing with my other friend, I was mad at her, but it was like, we have our space. She's in college. We don't work together. We talk occasionally and things are good. I was like, that is probably what me and you need, because all I'm thinking about is, dang, you didn't do this, so now I have to do this, or I have to do more of what I already needed to do. So it's like I'm frustrated, but we need space. So I was like, we're not gonna work together again. And I kind of hated you as a worker, but I still feel like we can be friends. We need our distance. I was like, if you decide to text me one day, I'll respond. I'm not texting you first because we know her situation. I'm not gonna go through that. I'm not texting you first, but if you decide to text me, I will talk to you. But the whole time I was talking, there was no like resolution, and I didn't feel any type of connection. So I was like, yeah, we're never gonna talk again. And like, because she was saying she didn't want to put in a lot of effort because of the people around her have been self-serving. I was like, I get that. I do. I honestly see that. I see where you're coming from. But what about me? I was like, this might seem selfish, but I've tried my best to look out for you a lot of different times. So all I was asking was that you look out for me. And you can't even do that because you were worried about everybody else. I'm not saying I'm the most important person, because honestly, if we're being real, I'm not the most important person in anybody's life except my own. And it took me a long time to, one, realize that, and two, for me to be the most important thing in my life, because I never really wanted to focus on myself, so I focus on everybody else. That's a problem in itself. But I was like, I get it, nobody cares about me the way that I need to and will care about myself. But if we're supposed to be friends and I'm looking out for you at work, I was like, it's not necessarily anything to do with us being friends, but the friend part adds another layer to it. It's like, if we're friends, if you say we're as close as you say you are, and you care about me like you say you do, then at work it should show it as well. If true friendship should not be damaged in any capacity, in any type of what I'm trying to say, any type of setting. Because I know I have like three other friends that I can work with perfectly fine. They do their job, they work their butt off. They come in when they don't even need to come in. I have a friend, really good friend. I love her. She came in even though she was been talking about not coming in for the past couple of days because something happened that she needed to grieve. And she still came in because she was worried about us. That's all I asked for. I mean, I told her many times, I was like, look, you don't have to come in. I really appreciate it, but you didn't have to do that. We were going to suck it up because we know this is really important for you. And because you already shown us multiple times how much you're willing to do for us. The least we can do is give you this time off for you. And there's another friend like that. And it was like, these are the type of people that I can work with. I get along with them at work. I get along with them outside of work. Sometimes we talk, other times we don't. It's like, these are the type of people I want to have in my life. People I can work with. It's not even about like just having fun or being comfortable. It's about we can joke when we need to joke, and we can work hard when we need to work hard, and that we both have the same work ethic, and that we understand the importance of getting the job done and looking out for each other. Because if I can't work with you, then that means I think that's like a correlation to saying we can't be friends because we don't value the same things in life. That's why I honestly don't think we're going to talk. It's been a month by now. I know it's a month, but like, I honestly don't feel like we're going to talk again. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening. It's like that with this other person. I'm basically just waiting on her to leave because she has not been very beneficial to be around. If we want to talk about people having good work ethic, it's I can't stand working with her anymore. It's like she does her job, but it comes to a point. There's like a certain point in the day where it just starts getting aggravating. And it's like I can't be friendly to people that I can't work with. I just can't. And I realize part of that is because I take my job very seriously. Because I already see so many different problems with the company as it is. And it's like, I'm dealing with a lot of things. Every time I turn around, it's like the same 5 people busting their behinds. And then you have somebody that complains. And it's like, why? Why am I putting up with your complaining when I'm the one that has to do all the work to make sure that things are straight? Or when there's other people, because I'm not. One thing I hate about work, or the working around people that don't necessarily want to work, is the fact that somebody else is going to have to pick up their slack. And I already see how hard pretty much everybody else is working, to the point that we're all tired by the end of the night because we stay busy, we stay consistent, we're doing something. And it's like, why is that such a hard concept for people to understand? It's like that whole situation in itself is effed because there's so much different things going on I don't feel like getting into. But it's frustrating to me. And like I said, part of that is because I take my job seriously. My mom says I sound like my dad all the time I complain about work. It's like the other part of me is just work practically is my life. everything that I've got going on since I moved up to South Carolina has mostly been because of work. My friends I met at work, heartbreaks, realizations, like just a bunch of different things have been associated with work because I'm always there and I do nothing outside of work. So I've been thinking about that a lot too because honestly it's like it's gonna frustrate me regardless, but I have to do things outside of working because work messes with a lot of things going on even outside of it. I have dreams about work. I'm thinking about work a lot of times when I'm trying to sit and chill. I don't want to go on vacation because I feel like there's going to be problems while I'm on vacation. There's going to be problems when I come back from vacation. It's like it's always something. My mom said I sound like my dad too, especially considering the fact that we don't really have anybody at the moment, which is another thing. I said I want to wait till we're straight. My mom was like, "You sound exactly like your dad. That's why he doesn't go on vacation." And I'm just tired of it because I've felt so many different emotions to the point that I don't really feel anything on a general basis. I've used up all my sadness during the year, uh, all my happiness during the year, and then anger. It's like there's no point in feeling anger consistently when it doesn't do anything for me. And it's like these emotions that I've been feeling, they aren't debilitating like they have been. Like I feel the occasional chest pain, but it's not like I don't feel it physically anymore because it's just a temporary emotion. It goes away over time, but boy, it's aggravating to feel it in the moment. So what I've been doing, I've been taking my off time or like extra time I have before I go to work, if I have it, to just think. It's kind of like manifesting different things, but it's like it's me going through my mind and trying to understand what exactly I need to do for myself. I did that this morning and I was thinking about different things. And the biggest thing I was thinking about is I have to get some substance in my life. I have to start doing things because it's like I go to work. I usually stay at work if somebody that I like is there. Like if I stay till they close because one of my good friends is there, or I don't feel like going home. I get lazy when I'm home. Like I lay in bed for a long time. I sit and watch YouTube with my mom. I eat every now and then. Maybe I'll stretch. I poop. But it's like it's nothing going on. It's not boring because I do enjoy the YouTube videos that I watch because I'm basically just catching up on a long catalog of videos that I've been missing out on for years. I just got into like 2018 not too long ago in my catalog, and then I got videos from like early 2000s and another one. It's just like I'm catching up, but it's like I don't do anything. So my mind is consistently focused on things that frustrate me or that I'm tired of having consumed my mind. So I've been buying things. I bought this Sagittarius mood ring. It's already broke. I also bought this necklace. Cause one thing I've been trying to do is one focus on myself, my aesthetic. Because I'm trying to get to know myself again. Every time I get attached to something, a lot of my identity goes to my interactions with them. And right now, work is that thing. I understood it with my last girlfriend that I had because it felt like I didn't even know anything about myself for that almost a year that we were together. After we broke up, it's like all of that went with her. But then it's like it's kind of the same thing. I lose a piece of myself each interaction I have with somebody that turns out negative. But it's like a loss that I needed, but it's just like, okay, there's a hole, but what do I replace? What do I replace it with? Like, who am I and what am I missing now because I've let go of this thing that I've been holding on for too long. And I'm basically just trying to build myself back up. I'm trying to understand and accept and love and identify myself for what I am. Like, who is this Dale Clark inhabiting this body? What makes him think? What makes him tick? What goes on in his mind that isn't work? What is his interest? What are things he likes? Who are the type of people he likes? Like, different things like that. I'm trying to understand myself. It's more, I'm trying to understand this vessel, but I'm also trying to understand my spirit as well. Like, just getting to know myself and identify myself in different regards, which is why I've been trying to get back into martial arts. I just bought a bow staff. There's this headband for boxing. It's like there's a string and a ball attached to it. I think it's supposed to work on punching as well as hand-eye coordination. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna get that. There's this beautiful looking sword that I saw. I'm gonna get that too. I've been playing a lot of Devil May Cry, so I've been thinking about weapons. Plus, I've always just wanted to be good at self-defense and different things like that. It's like just different things, little indulgences. I've been eating differently. I've been really listening to my body tell me, look, we don't need to eat that, or I don't like that, or you can eat this in like increments, but too much of it, we get sick. I've been trying to listen to my body more as well. And I'm uploading this video today because I basically just wanted to say, hey, it's a new month and we should start it off right. Get that change flowing so we don't end up in the same position we were at the beginning of the month. And every month I've changed somehow in some way, and I think that's a good thing. Now it's just really implementing things that I've been feeling lately and keep it going, keep the momentum flowing. I've been watching D.A.C. Keep the momentum flowing and really embrace myself for who I am as I'm understanding it myself. And I think that's all I have to say. I want to wrap it up, make it, short and sweet. Who knows when I'll upload another video, maybe by the end of this year. But if you liked it, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. I always say that. I haven't seen one person comment, but I'm just curious. And maybe I'll do a wrap-up video of 2019, because 2019 has been one interesting ride, but we'll see. That's it. I'm out.